What's up, Alphas? It's your boy, Zame, looking cute, looking clean, looking sexy. You know the deal. And today
Yeah.
we have show episode 7, of course, hurting for a yurting. And I'm joined, of course. Yo, I had I've never said, I didn't say it out loud, so I had to pause when I was doing it. Because I saw it, but I didn't say it out loud. And I was like, what is that? I'm joined today with, of course, right beside me, we have the one, the only Uniqo. How you doing there, Uniqo?
I'm well. I played a game with my friends last night, and it was weird because we can't draw what we mean. If we say pigs in a blanket, we're not going to draw like a pig in an actual blanket. It's going to be like some weird She-Hulk in a knapsack, and that's what we would guess.
Look, bro, if you just got the hots for She-Hulk and you having fantasies over, bro, you're not gonna judge it, bro.
She's got a full set of hair.
Also, you got a hair thing now. This is not what this live is about.
Damn it!
She-Hulk.
I'm trying to not be on DoorDash anymore. You keep on putting me back on DoorDash.
I ain't saying nothing about DoorDash. In fact, you trying to knock them. You know what? I'm not gonna say that. Hello, everybody. My name is Monterey Hudson. Welcome to the live of the She-Hulk. Hurting for a yurting or whatever that name is. I've been hurting for a good episode of the She-Hulk for about 6 episodes, and this is about as good as it's gotten thus far. So, yeah.
Agreed. We gotta we have an actual fundamental.
Probably.
Oh, you in here?
Yeah, but the actual thing about this episode that I actually enjoyed was I actually liked this episode because it felt like a MCU production for the first time to me.
Let me get on my Malika Andrews for a second. Why? No. No, I'm just playing.
He went that far already.
But yeah, it felt like even from the beginning of the episode, the way it shifted scenes to show her dating and her everyday life. I'm like, yo, we could have did this a long time ago and could have been much further ahead in this show than where we have been. And also, the production seemed a lot better on this episode. Did anybody else notice that?
I still saw some iffy parts, but it was fine. Like, the reason why I get into my discussion of that, so they just continue.
Yeah. But like I said, this episode actually felt like it's an episode that fit what the show was supposed to be to me. So I kind of liked it because I felt like we weren't moving anywhere, and we still didn't move far. But I felt like it inched closer to where we need to be. Whereas every other episode literally felt like it went backwards. So maybe we went so far back that we starting to come forward, and we feel like some people feel winning anywhere.
Well, let's talk about that. No, let's talk about that. So, the first episode showed us very quickly how she became She-Hulk. Was that okay with y'all?
Yeah.
Okay. Next step in the parade, she's doing like I just got my powers thing. Was that okay with y'all?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Then it was like, all right, okay, this is Harvey Birdman episode for a couple episodes. Was y'all okay with that?
No.
It started getting rough.
So what is it? It like the lawyer part wasn't it for y'all or what?
I'm just gonna let you continue your thing.
And then let me ask you about this. You went to a wedding and y'all was very adverse to that, by the way.
A wedding that didn't proceed to prod at all.
It did.
Imagine going to Joe, she always comes back.
Titania came back, right?
She's always here.
Y'all don't like Titania?
She's cool, but once you get beat up by one, you get one punch one time. I don't want to see you no more.
So you telling me you don't like Sea King from One Punch Man?
We didn't see him no more. Exactly. Good. It was cool the first time.
Okay, fair enough. All right, I'm done. I don't have any more. What do I want to say? I don't have anything else to protect She-Hulk at this point. She-Hulk has to protect herself because you guys are so mean, and that's all I got.
Mara, how did you feel about this episode?
No, yeah. Let's hear it from you because honestly, there's two guys on this show right now that don't appreciate She-Hulk and her being in the
Hey,
feminine
listen,
thing
I actually kind of like this episode compared to the rest of the
and
trash
women's
out the way.
struggles. Are y'all back? Are y'all back?
I'm
That's
just
my
wondering
question.
why y'all still got me on this full screen. Like, there's no need for this.
I'm
I just wanna
done.
know-
I'm actually
I-
done. Are y'all cool? Are y'all cool? Are y'all back cool with feminines?
So this was probably the episode I enjoyed the most out of this entire 7 episode journey. This is probably the episode I enjoyed the most. Now, that's saying something compared to we've had an entire Hulk fight in episode 1, and Megan Thee Stallion twerking, and the Abomination in his court case and stuff. It's probably the episode I personally enjoyed the most. I say that because out of all the episodes, this is probably the most natural feeling episode out of all of them. Like, a lot of them had things that felt either forced, like they were trying to force comedy on you, or they were throwing in a lot of extra people, whether it would be Wong, Mr. Dude who couldn't die, or just like Megan Thee Stallion, for example. It felt like they were just throwing a lot of things or ideas out there. This one felt natural. Like everything that happened in the episode, her struggle and dealing with herself, which she's been dealing with for like 4 episodes. It just never really like made it a thing. But this is her actually dealing with it. The Abomination coming back around. That entire group was freaking hilarious. Like that group was hilarious. Like, I'm sorry, Buddy cracked the joke of like, yeah, I'm pretty sure Jenn is a amazing and wonderful person and tasty. Oh, my bad. I went out the rail. Somebody save me. Bro,
Hold on. Did Josh get the buns? Did Josh get the buns?
I was like, about time. Like, that
Was
whole
that funny for you?
Yes, it was freaking hilarious. Like, but it was just like he just couldn't resist, and it was just that funny. It's like and tasty. But my bad, off the rails. Somebody save me. I like, bro, that finally was just everything felt more natural, more blended together. Like it was right. It wasn't just forced. Everything of the sort. It's like, okay, let's just get some regular humor. Just crack a couple jokes. Her have a moment. Something simple. Like not like over the top. We ain't got to force Titania in a cousin's wedding or nothing of that nature. We just having a little circular moment with a whole bunch of superpowered people. And we just talking about normal crap. Like, cool. You ain't got to force nothing. And just, somebody have a quip here. Like, y'all two over there, y'all too friendly, split up each other. See, are you happy now? Like, yeah, come on. Like, just some simple stuff. Like, you ain't got to be over the top. That's all it really was. And that's fine. This episode was fine. And it just didn't feel forced or anything. And it was talking about like real stuff, but it was real stuff that anybody could generally identify with. But you ain't got to just, it's not just women that get ghosted, but you can understand the idea of, okay, I just want somebody to like me for me. And, getting ghosted and all that kind of stuff. Cool. It was simple. It was fine. Nothing was necessarily super forced or anything other than the fact, her car got totaled. But it's like, hey, crap happens. Like you're in a superpowered complex of the Abomination. That doesn't surprise me. It just who surprised me is who did it, rather. But other than that, the fact that Buddy ghosted her was, he wanted her blood. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. About 3/4 of the way through the episode, I figured out what it was. I'm like, Buddy probably just got her blood or some stuff like that.
Okay,
it's
so
unfortunate,
very predictable.
I mean, I figured it, but like I said, everything doesn't have to be super shock, surprise. Just simple. Simplicity is wonderful in a lot of aspects, and this episode was simple. It was just like, okay, we just finna have a moment. We're finna have a conference, a coming of age, a me thing. Love Jenn, just like you love She-Hulk. Got some funny characters. All the characters was funny in their own way. But it took off the mask. I'm like, oh my god! Like it just, it worked. It finally worked. They ain't need no force fighting. It wasn't about She-Hulk and her adventures. It was just simple. Like it wasn't about She-Hulk, which the part I liked. Like it just, okay, we can have an episode and we can have crack some jokes and stuff about that. And I don't need She-Hulk to be the center of attention.
I
Cool.
noticed. I know this is your show. I don't mean to Malika Andrews this, Stephen A. Smith.
I don't care.
But you like the show when it's not about She-Hulk?
See, this is the problem. Every other episode, they force She-Hulk down your throat. Every other episode, whether it was
How
She-Hulk at a
so?
wedding, don't come out. Whether it's She-Hulk twerking, whether it's She-Hulk screwing, having a one-night stand, whether it's She-Hulk on dating apps, whether she's everywhere. And I understand the show is about her, but they're trying to make all of the comedy and everything also through her, and it didn't work. Like, just She-Hulk in and of herself wasn't necessarily funny or always entertaining, you know, because a lot of the character development was about Jenn. It was never about She-Hulk. And so the problem is you're making a lot of the story about She-Hulk, but the character development is about Jenn, who you're rarely making important. So that's the thing about it. You finally have an episode where the character development you've been building for Jenn finally came out and worked, which was fine. And then the comedy part, you have a whole bunch of other superpower people that you can just make fun of. Like, it worked. You didn't need She-Hulk could just be there. And then of course we know in the next two episodes you get plenty of She-Hulk fighting, which is what you want anyway. But like, I mean, bro, come on, like a lot of the episodes have been what? A bunch of random court cases. And it's just like, okay, court cases where just She-Hulk is just there. I'm like, bro, you know how like we were talking about before. You know how tired I got of seeing Titania in these freaking episodes? Like, bro, I don't care. Like I don't care. You're running this model makeup stuff. I don't care if you want to bust into this wedding. I don't care. Like, you're gonna get one tap. You're not important. Like, it is what it is. Like, yeah, it's a She-Hulk show, but the thing about it, you're building character on Jenn. So work with Jenn. And instead, no, it's like we're building character about Jenn not liking herself, but we're gonna stuff She-Hulk down your throat, but we're not gonna make She-Hulk fight. What the freak we want to see then? Like, I want to see She-Hulk fight. Like, look at the show's title, She-Hulk Attorney at Law. How many people were really interested in seeing She-Hulk do court cases? No, we're trying to see She-Hulk bust down walls and beat the skin off people. We've seen that all of twice. Once when she fought Bruce, her freaking cousin, which we still don't know what happened to him. And then one when she fought Titania and one tapped her a couple times. And when she fought some random monsters with Wong. Like, come on now, like, if you're gonna do character development, do character development. You're gonna make She-Hulk fight, have She-Hulk fight. But trying to blend the two when She-Hulk is not the one getting character development is weird. So it just
This is not about She-Hulk. It's about Jenn.
That's what this episode was. It was finally about Jenn, because every other episode, though it was about She-Hulk, was about pointless She-Hulk things. It was like, oh, okay, She-Hulk. One episode is She-Hulk trying to find something to wear. Why do I care? Like, the perfect example, like her finding something
This
to wear.
is not going to go over well on YouTube for you.
No,
well, actually, I think it might, because a lot of people hate this show right now. So.
Man, because like y'all not rocking with the fact that like no, Jenn is a real character, man.
Yeah. And how
I like this episode.
Like
by the way,
her
me
as
and
a
Monte
character.
agree. I like this. It's my second favorite episode, but
like I get Jenn is a character. How many episodes have they made it about Jenn the character?
Every single one.
0.
They
one
only
episode
do
about
the,
Wong and his
like,
court
thing
case
at the last,
with
like,
Madison with the wine.
the last like 5 to 3 minutes of the episode. She's not She-Hulk until like the last 5 to 3 minutes of the episode. She's not She-Hulk.
The Wong
It's
episode,
about
she was
Jenn,
She-Hulk
bro.
the most of the episode.
How many moments throughout the entirety of 7 episodes do you remember that was special that starred Jenn and not She-Hulk?
The whole series, honestly, the whole series is should
Any
be called
moment
Jenn.
were special to you that you remember that was about Jenn personally and not about She-Hulk?
I don't choose to answer that right now.
Oh, okay. That's what I'm saying. Like, I get Jenn as a character, but they hadn't focused on her because, like, okay, She-Hulk is just the main attraction. So we're gonna use She-Hulk and just have Jenn and her character development just in the background. It's like, okay, I get it, but the stuff you were focusing with She-Hulk were pointless. I don't care about She-Hulk having a case about her name. I don't care about She-Hulk going in a freaking wedding.
Hold on. Can I say this? It's almost a Sailor Moon treatment. You don't get Sailor Moon until the end of the episode.
And what are the parts about the Sailor Moon that we remember? The parts where she transformed and fight monsters. Don't nobody remember when Serena was in school panicking about tests and the fact that she was almost like an airhead on half of her freaking episode. Don't nobody remember that. We remember when she was busting down with the rest of the Sailor Scouts and fighting monsters.
They fought a lot.
Like, come on, man. Like, that's what
She-Hulk
I'm saying.
ain't fought
Like,
a lot either, so it's kind of like.
so the
You know,
stuff
now that I think about it,
She-Hulk was
yes,
pointless.
but I'm just saying that's
Her
all She-Hulk is
fucking
getting. Is she's
Titania,
getting this
her
Sailor Moon
fighting
treatment.
Titania, her freaking even her fight with Bruce. We were criticizing it not on the fact that she fought with Bruce, but the fact that Bruce got taken out by the freaking car, and yet Avengers 1, he can stop a whole giant monster with one hand that's bum rushing through New York, but he can get taken out by a car. Like, that's what we're criticizing the fight for.
Wait, hold on, Kevin Feige. Why did you do that?
Exactly. Like,
Monray is killing me right now.
It's a She-Hulk show, and I enjoy it, but
I'm sorry, my phone was upside down. No, on some real stuff. Damn, you're making sense. Damn, I don't got nothing for this. I'm sorry. I tried to be on my Zelmay card for 6 weeks, y'all. I ain't got nothing for this. I'm sorry.
Let me narrow it down to a simple point. Anybody watch? It's just
I don't have an excuse for She-Hulk at all.
Like, no, I enjoy the presence of She-Hulk. I enjoy the presence of She-Hulk. But the parts they focused on She-Hulk with were pointless. Not like She-Hulk's ability to fight, not like any of her, the stuff that we know She-Hulk for, or even the part about her sleeping around, which is something that's known in the comics. She did it all in one episode, and then it just became something that they used for another court case. Never again. But all the stuff you focused on the character development of Jenn has never been a focus of any of the shows. It was just like,
that magician episode. That was not like grandiose She-Hulk.
Madison with the watch took over that.
It was a bad. It was bad. Okay.
And yo, listen, when the main character is not the number one trend, and it's Madison with 2 Y's and 1 N, and not where you think it's the main trend on the whole show, you got a problem.
Like,
we will never see her again, by the way. Unless
I never met a person named Madison.
Before we get blended, and our minds get, affected with the stuff that we're gonna have in the next 2 episodes. Let's just understand this point. What I'm saying. What are the top 3 moments of She-Hulk 1 to 6? The top Madison, 3 moments of 1 to 6.
Madison with a goat with a goat heart in the hand.
I think that's what Madison.
I think when Mephisto made a deal with her, and I'm still obsessed with this.
So Madison is one moment. Let's get what are the top 3 moments here? Madison is one. I agree. Madison's hilarious.
Meg twerking.
I thought that her having a job, I thought that was nice.
Would it be in your top 3 though?
Her having a job. What you mean?
No, don't put me.
What's his name? Luke. Luke was hilarious. I liked Luke.
Okay, so that's Zell made 3 moments. You know the crazy thing about them 3 moments? None of them include Jenn, and for the fact of them, none of them even include She-Hulk.
That's what I'm saying. It's like somebody else's show, but we never see those characters again.
What are your top 3 moments?
Okay, can we call this show Jenn and not call it She-Hulk?
Well, we can call episode 7, not the show. We can call episode 7.
Hey, is it me or the episode we liked all had Abomination? Is that like some weird thing? Like he's literally the correlation in my first top 3 episodes.
Well, I'm cool. His character is fine. He works. Like, I'm telling you, that circle was hilarious for 15 minutes. Like, it was hilarious. Every part of them was hilarious. I was with the entire thing. Like, split them 2 up. They 2 buddy, which codependency. I'm sorry, you got me. You got me with codependency. That crap was funny. But like, I'm cool with that.
You know what was good about that?
Take off the mask. Nah, porcupine. I'm good. Really, porcupine? That's what we doing today? Okay, cool. And he took that mug off. You know what? Just keep the mask on too. Oh, okay, cool. Buddy got a scarred up face. Oh God. Mr. Buddy think he a vampire? I'm sorry. I'm still gonna go off with it. Yeah. I bet Jenn is a wonderful, amazing person. And tasty. That off the rails. Somebody save me. Like, I'm sorry, you got me. It worked.
But Mate, you know what's special about all those moments? They were focused on Jenn. they worked comedy and focus, and it was to each other, but it was for Jenn at the same time. It's like, instead of just having random comedy just out there, just random. Madison with the Y is amazing. We already talked about how fun she is. She had barely any interaction with Jenn at all. The Nick and Nikki that some people liked, some people didn't, but that had nothing to do with Jenn. It had something to do with She-Hulk and getting the suit, but they literally was doing their own thing. Like,
can we get Nicki Minaj? Can we get Nicki Minaj and Cardi B into the MCU?
No.
Okay. You might see them sooner or later, just because they like cameos and stuff, but it'd be in some weird
Well, yeah,
show.
cameo. I thought you were talking about like now.
No. We don't need a whole episode. Just like, can we get Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, and Meg Thee Stallion
I don't know
in
if
the
you're gonna be able
MCU somehow?
Well, Meg already know, but I don't know how you do it because it gets serious now. Like soon it gets serious.
No, man, this is turned into our own personal circle because Uniqo keeps trying to push his fantasies onto the MCU. So
first of all, that's not
this circle. We have this circle. We have this triangle. Uniqo, like, why you keep on trying to push your fantasies into the MCU? First it was She-Hulk. Now it's She-Hulk combined with Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi B. And just like, you know, and Nicki Minaj, like,
why can't I just want Jenn to be in the MCU and be a great character because she's better? Jenn is better than She-Hulk. Okay, I care more about Jenn than I care about She-Hulk.
I didn't say that she wasn't. I even agree. I'm the one that came on episode 1 and said that Jenn was attractive. Like I'm literally saying I appreciate her character and her beauty and everything. I said that from the beginning. The thing about it, you keep on trying to push your fantasies to now you've made your way to a 5-star. Like you want to split with She-Hulk and Jenn and combine them with these other beautiful women in the music industry, and you're trying to have a circle of your own. But that's not what this live is about. We're trying to just go over the episode.
That's not the narrative. That's not the narrative.
No, that's the narrative. We're trying to go over the episode of She-Hulk, and your narrative is different apparently because you're trying to finagle your own environment, your own sanctuary, just like the Abomination. But you're trying to be an Abomination, and we're not trying to do this today. We're trying to be cordial and
if there's no She-Hulk involved, we can do a show called Jenn Walters, Corrado.
Well, I think she has to be somewhat involved because it's an MCU, but
just in general, would we like a show called Jenn Walters?
It won't be in the MCU, but
it'll be a lifetime.
It's not gonna be MCU. I'm saying, would you watch it on Fox? Right after Empire comes on, would you watch Jenn Walters?
No,
I like Ally McBeal.
Wow.
I like Ally McBeal. So if you get like
Ally McBeal,
so I'd probably depend on.
You know you will watch it. Stop acting like that, Monray. You know you will watch a show called Jenn, whatever her name is. On some real stuff, for real.
I call
Jenn Walters. You wouldn't watch that lawyer show with like a very happy-go-lucky lawyer that's funny.
Single female lawyer.
Relax. We already talked about that.
That's exactly the show you're trying to make. Make single female lawyer from Futurama into a real thing. That's what you're trying to do.
Hey, can I say this though? I said this earlier, but my internet was messed up. But I like the way this show was structured, even from the dating scene to like the way it skipped. Even when she was looking for service, and it just kept saying no. Just fit well in this episode for it. I just feel like everything paced good. It didn't feel like it was like too short or too long, or why did you do that, or why did you do that? Everything I felt like it was a point in the episode, and it was focused on the character which you were supposed to make feel important, which is Jennifer and She-Hulk. Instead of I'm caring about what they doing, go back to Madison because I want to see if she made a deal with Mephisto. Go back to Nikki and Luke because I want to see they joking on each other. No, it was like, okay, Jenn and She-Hulk is here, and I care about them. That's what this episode did well. It ain't about the Hulk. It ain't about Abomination. It ain't about Wong. It ain't about these other people. It ain't about whatever else they got. It ain't about this woman at a wedding. It ain't about Titania. It's about She-Hulk and Jenn, and that's why this episode worked for me.
I better not see Titania in another episode for 2 more episodes.
She sucks. I'll give you that. Titania sucks. I'll give you that.
No, I just got tired of a character. I think I'm sick
she
of
just shows up too much. It's too much. That wedding episode
she's
like
more of an antagonist than freaking Hulk body or whatever buddy in the text message's name. She's been more of an antagonist than he has. Yeah. Still don't even know who he is. Ain't got no clue who he is. Ain't got no clue about his intentions, what he's trying to do with her blood, why he want her blood, why he attacking her, who he is, how much connections he got. Ain't got no clue about none of that. Ain't even seen the Daredevil other than his helmet. And now the thing about it, they got to cram all this, not to mention why they got Asgardian weapons. All that they got to cram in
1 hour.
You're not supposed to worry about that.
They got to cram all that.
You're not supposed to worry about it.
They got to cram all of that. 2 episodes.
Yo, they knew what they were doing. They showed Daredevil just to keep us watching this show the whole season. Cause they're like, we got a lot of.
I got it. All right, Zelmay, I ain't even worried about you. Uniqo. What if
Don't call me
9,
to the carpet.
what if episode 9 they did the credits and then She-Hulk season 2 coming soon? How would you feel?
I'll be very happy to see Jen Walters be back in Jen Walters' role, and I would enjoy that. I would enjoy her journey as a lawyer.
Lies and abominations, you say. Lies you tell. Just be honest. Just go
I'm
ahead.
being honest. Like I really
Uniqo,
do like
this
Jen
all
Walters.
you gotta do, Uniqo. All you gotta do is just shoot. Go ahead, enter the DMs, shoot your shot, and then you can come back and just tell the real truth of everything.
Who's to say I haven't? And then also,
Yo, don't go come at this.
Make
show
it
like,
a
this show
TikTok.
sucks.
I have
make
no
it
more
a
words.
TikTok.
I'm done for the day. I have no more words.
So like, I'm just saying though, on some real stuff, y'all. Do y'all like? So let me ask you this. So do you like Jen Walters as a character?
Yes.
So what's the problem with the show?
She hasn't been the focus of the entirety of the show.
You know what I'm saying? They're not focused
She's been
on
most
them.
of the show.
Joe, it's
We
not
only
about
get
her though.
She-Hulk
She just
the last 5 minutes, like Sailor Moon.
Joe, they are not important at all in this show.
Who Jen
They are
Walters?
literally neither one of them. She or Jen. They just there. They're basically just co-opting. They're just walking through life. It's like you just the person with the camera. It's like Joe, you walking down the street and a bunch of stuff happen, and you just there to witness it.
I mean, essentially, Jen and She-Hulk have been used to introduce different things for right now.
Like
And
Joe,
like,
an episode with Wong and the guy. What did She-Hulk do in the episode? Basically, he called her for like 1 minute to fight, and other than that, what was her purpose in the episode? Just to be his lawyer. Anybody could have been his lawyer.
What's the fight? Magicians, demons.
I mean, but the thing about it, the show isn't meant to be serious. Not right now, at least. It's meant to be lighthearted, comedic. It's not meant to be serious.
Exactly.
The next 2 episodes will be more serious, but the show isn't meant to be serious. Like up until this point, it's not meant to be serious. So I'm cool. I don't take it as seriously, but it's mostly been She-Hulk adventures and what she introduces. That's mostly what it's been. Episode 7 has been Jen and what she.
And this episode had the same thing, but she was the focus. That's what I liked about it.
That's the only way he can get her blood. He got her blood by putting down it, and they had to knock her out. All right, now I can put the needle in you because now he
stuck that giant needle in her dog, and she didn't wake up at all.
I don't think it was the giant needle. It was like, hey, bro, we're gonna do it another. Like, I don't know. Take the giant needle out. The small one. We're gonna do this a different way, bro. You're gonna shoot your shot, and after you do that, after you give her that thunder, she'll be knocked out. Then you just put the little needle in, take a little bit. That's what you do.
Yeah, I got one more thing I want to ask because we didn't do a show this week on it. Daredevil is announced and it got Hugh Jackman in it. How did y'all feel?
I feel okay. Like I'll be entertained by Deadpool 3, and I look forward to see how they're gonna swing Deadpool into the MCU if they are going to do so. Because while we know Ryan,
how y'all feel about that?
I mean, it's
like
cool.
2024, like 2 years.
It's right.
Like that's like it's 2 years away, so I'm not getting amped or anything about something that I know I have to wait an entire 2 years for. So I'm not really getting super amped. Like it's good. I like the idea. I like it. It's just it's 2 years away. So you don't really need me to just get amped or super excited about something that literally I have to wait an entire 2 years for. 2 years. Hopefully 2 years from now, this whole setup and everything we working on and all that will be in a much bigger and grander place. And we'll be able to go live for so many thousands of people and everything, and stuff like that. I'm cool with it, but it's 2 years away. So
what story are we going into 2 years from now?
Huh?
What story are we going into?
Secret War.
2 years from now.
Came down.
3 years from now, actually. 3 years from now. Secret War is the rest of the to 2025.
Well, it's then he talking about what we going 2 years. It starts with Fantastic Four and Deadpool. It's gonna probably start. I'm assuming it's gonna start Kang Dynasty because if you Jackman in it, he is not gonna be the Wolverine in the MCU. So that means they're gonna play off that. So I think
who is Wolverine?
I mean, he's Wolverine, but I'm hoping they just use Hugh Jackman and then introduce another Wolverine and some time travel stuff. I'm hoping they do that kind of stuff. But they gotta do anyway.
X-23 coming in.
I
It's not an entirely new Wolverine. Like they gotta redo the whole X-Men anyway. So just do what you can.
I don't know if y'all seen my short, but I introduced that idea that since you don't have a Tony Stark for Kang or Doctor Doom or whoever the main villain is to like off, who better than Tobey Maguire and Hugh Jackman to make people feel something?
We just got a screenshot of Kang. Cool. What are we doing with Kang?
You will see in Ant-Man.
They say he's menacing. They say no. That's in when did they?
You will see Ant-Man Quantumania, which is next year. Now that's something I can get behind. But just something that 2 years from now, I'm not gonna bother with it. Yeah, he's in Quantumania, so you can get into that. Cool, but
you know, Monterey,
not to mention that's probably not the only 2 movies that'll be out in 2024. He'll be in a. He'll be. Like I refuse to believe that Marvel's only gonna have 2 movies in 2024. I'm not a fool.
What MCU show or what MCU movie is coming out this year? Like that we have left.
Black Panther, and that's it. That's the end of Phase 4.
Black Panther, and then the Groot stuff, and
Black Panther, and a Christmas special from the Guardians of the Galaxy.
And so we go straight to Phase 6.
No, you go to Phase 5.
Which it start actually getting serious. The shows seem to be more serious once you get to Phase. Oh, and we got Werewolf by Night, which I'm excited about. Monte.
What do we have?
Nothing.
Werewolf by Night coming out like next week.
Nothing.
Coming out next week. Watch it.
Nothing.
The early reviews it is amazing. Shout out to that.
Nothing.
Yo, you gonna come? We gonna do a show when it come out, Monte. You gonna tell me it's great?
I'm not gonna watch it.
Monte, why you not watching Werewolf by Night? What if it's important, bro?
Why do I care about this?
Monte, it's gonna be one of the best shows out. But it's one more thing, and then me and Joe gotta go to talk about Abbott Elementary. Blade. Apparently, Mahershala Ali hates the script, and the director just quit. So
we lost. Like they're not going the Morbius route. I think that's where they were going, and they're not going. They're not going there.
So how do y'all feel about director quitting and Mahershala Ali like get this? I just feel like he's like
that doesn't mean
out of here. This script.
The director was like, "Fuck that." You gonna watch
the biggest guy on Blade, so you know it is what it is.
Yeah. But I hope that like people, I hope they get it together, and like people be like, "Yo, we are not doing this script. We gonna do something amazing." No.
When in doubt, go get Kevin Feige to do it.
Kevin Feige has been like stretching everybody out, so he doesn't even like people even saying like he's not as involved. Have you noticed that in Phase 4 the directors like he ain't really been around as much compared to what they previously did? And I'm like, that might be the problem. You ain't got this super nerd that been working on X-Men since he was like 17.
So with Blade, are we gonna act like we like it just like we did with Black Panther?
I enjoyed Black Panther. I'm not gonna. Oh, you talking about like? Look, everybody don't need to come in vampire garb with swords.
I think Black Panther was more of a cultural thing too.
I personally think that
Black Panther gonna be ugly. Black Panther gonna be ugly.
Y'all liked it because he was black.
Black Panther gonna be ugly. First one was ugly. This one gonna be more ugly. Just wait until they announce the ticket. We're
all gonna see because Black Panther is black.
Yeah, so when they announce the availability of buying the tickets, which I actually expect to be somewhere within the next week to 2 weeks, honestly. So when they announce that you can go buy your Black Panther tickets within the next week to 2 weeks, just get ready.
Should I go see this in Mississippi?
I don't care.
we having a family.
I'm gonna yell to you that it's bad. That's
why I say I don't care. I'm not gonna worry about Uniqo and his feelings, because
I like Ryan Coogler directing, so I enjoy him. So
he just wants his ideals and his shots and his.
Y'all know it's not a good movie.
Push forward, and I'm not worried about your ideals of 5-way conferences and things of that nature.
You didn't like Killmonger? Killmonger, one of the most beloved characters in the whole MCU. To the point they begged for him back.
Is he getting back? Is he coming back?
No, I doubt it. But he might be an alternate version in a sequel.
Let's go ahead and trigger the fan base. So Uniqo, who's a better character? Jen Walters or Killmonger?
Killmonger.
He couldn't
you
even
sure?
deny. He couldn't even
Easily Killmonger.
Are you
Killmonger
sure?
amazing. That was a good game.
But Jenn is a very close second when it comes to her and him.
What? You go, oh my.
See
But
how
yeah,
he
that's-
tried to sugarcoat it?
Yeah, that is basically the news. You got the Blonsky cop who was kind of funny, and this is basically the episode of She-Hulk. Hope for the last two episodes, because I do want to see Jenn and She-Hulk back in the MCU. I don't know. I'm with Monte. I don't know
How about Miss
if I want
Marvel?
to see another.
I mean,
You don't want a second season?
you'll see Daredevil, so if nothing else, you at least get him.
Y'all
You're gonna
sound,
get
y'all
Daredevil.
sound like a lot of
If-
the
She-Hulk with
Elliot-
Daredevil.
I mean, you're gonna get Daredevil. He's already been shown in the trailer. You're going to get him in at least one episode. How and why? Who knows?
Yeah, but I think
But
Phase
that's
5
the thing about this.
seems to pick. I
Yeah,
got a question when we
Phase
get
5
off. I know
on
we got.
Hmm?
I got a question. Phase 5, I noticed that it seems to be more serious than just the random shows in Phase 2. How do y'all feel about that? Do y'all think Phase 5 they're gonna try to pick it back up?
I mean, a lot's
mean,
happened.
That's what they did last time. Like
It is.
phase 2 was what after Avengers 1?
Man.
Like that's when stuff got serious regardless. Like
Yeah.
that's what it was. The first phase is set up and you introducing characters and stuff. Second phase, you start to see plans and you see later antagonists. Third phase, everything just goes to crap. Like that's what it is. So
I think definitely
they've been introducing a lot of characters. Second phase, stuff's gonna get serious. You're gonna see other antagonists.
Yeah, that is true.
I just want the Scarlet Witch.
2 was terrible. Don't ever y'all better never say Thor 2. Thor 2 still ain't ever seen
Return,
the MCU.
Return of Scarlet Witch. I'm calling it right now.
I just want my Scarlet Witch movie.
Don't she got a movie coming out? I think she got a movie coming
Yes, I just want that movie.
After
If she ends
the
up being
fact-
like one of the final antagonists, I'm telling you now, I'm cheering for her. I don't really care.
What do you think Jen Walters would do against?
What they call them? The one that
She
they
would
won the
get
Easter or something?
abused. She would get literally abused.
All right, we gotta get out. We gotta get out here and do Abbott Elementary. I appreciate y'all. So stay on the channel. Be right back.
What would Jen Walters do?
Who are these niggas? Who are these niggas?